tying what I call the Bador shrimp. I have a Mustad S74 in the vise, size 6. I'm using UTC thread, 70 denier, and fire orange. Put down a thread base on your hook, start from the eye and work your way back to the barb. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is take a little clump of orange calf tail. You don't need much. Now you want this here probably about anywhere from half to 3/4 of the length of your hook shank. A few wraps, tighten that down. Okay. Take some crystal flash, 4 or 5 strands, lay that on top. Secure that down with a few wraps. Then take some super hair or supreme hair, 2 strands, and tie a strand on either side of the hook. Now this hair, what I do, I cut it in half just to make it a little more manageable. And I'll glue one end with a glue stick, and it holds everything together, makes it easier to handle. Snip off the antenna, about 2.5 hook lengths. See, a little bit of glue on the end, works great. Okay. Cut your calf tail, the rest of your stuff, and secure it on the hook. Now what this does, it'll help aid in the shape of your body, which is going to be a carrot shape. Okay, take some chenille and give 2 to 3 wraps. You're just making a little ball here. You're just going to help spread the eyes of the monofilament. And once you get that secure, snip that off. Okay, now tie my cape here. And I'm just going to take one of these webbier fibers up the top of the cape. And I'm going to tie this in by the tip. Now you want the fibers to be about the length of 1.5 to 2 hook gaps. Okay. Stick a few wraps. Don't need a lot here. Pull all the fibers back and straighten everything up. There you go. Okay, now take some monofilament eyes. Attach one on either side, with the eye extending about halfway down the calf tail. One on this side, match them up so they're the same length. And secure them in. As you can see, that little ball there, that helps flare the eyes out. Bring your thread back and take some monofilament. I use 4-pound test. Take it 6-8 inches and tie this on my side of the hook. This is going to be your rib for your shell case. Okay. Take my cape again, grab another hackle, and I'm going to tie this one in by the base this time. Cut the hackle off like that, about 1/4 inch. Trim the fibers. This will give a good strong tie-in point, and your hook won't pull out, or the feather won't pull out rather. Secure that. Retie your chenille in again. Now if you wanted to add weight to the hook, you would do this now before you put your chenille on. Put it underneath. That'll help it sink faster and help it keel properly. If you have a problem with it riding upside down, give it a 1/2 hitch. Okay, touch and turns all the way up to the front. When you get it up to the eye, tie up your chenille. Okay, take your hackle. And you're going to palmer this forward. See, a piece of super haircut. There we go. Now secure your hackle. Now add whip finishes. Now I'm going to trim it. Start on the side, way around the top. This gives a slimmer profile. You look at a real shrimp in the water, they're not huge and bulky, and first couple wraps by the eye, cut them off as well. And this is your legs. Okay, put it back in the vise. Now, I use hackle pliers on mine, trying to get a better grip. And I just extend that over the top like that. Now, put the shell case on. I made the shell case out of Durskin. And I used River Road Creations shellback cutter. This is a small. And cut it out. This is what you get. Place it over the... actually, I gotta tie my thread back on. And lay the shell back on the top and extend this little tail part out over the eye. 1/2 dozen wraps. Hold this down securely here. And tighten it. When you come up, just kind of wiggle your ribbing a little bit so you don't capture any of the legs. As you go down, the segmentation is going to be larger at the back as it is up to the front, so they'll get smaller as you go forward. Secure your rib. Give it a whip finish. You want to lacquer the head. And there you go. There's your Bador shrimp. This thing is deadly in the Bador Lakes. Any saltwater estuary it works well. You can catch a multitude of species on it. You can also tie it. That's in a beige. And it's a brown. They're a little more natural in the orange, but for some reason the trout just love the orange. These caught everything from flatfish to trout, to mackerel, to striped bass, to smelt, perch. It's incredible. So there you have it, the Bador shrimp.